Time for a crypto market update, December 29th, 2025. Most retail investors still believe that the Bitcoin halving process dictates the Bitcoin market cycle. This is simply untrue. And to simplify things, I'll show you. The reason why the 4-year halving cycle is often related to the Bitcoin market cycle is because it was simply coincidentally overlapped with the PMI, or the business cycle, as indicated through the Purchase Manager Index, for the last 3 cycles. But the business cycle has extended and not broken above the 50-yard marker here, as it always has in the previous Bitcoin cycles. And it's now starting to coil up, bottom out, and go, extending the cycle beyond the 4-year halving cycle. So for all of you who thought you missed the top, or everything's doomed from here, or some kind of long extended bear market like 2022, I just don't think that's the case. Bring it into more local time frames, I agree with David on X that 77% squeeze signal is why the $90,000 wall is actually a launch pad. Notice once again, for like the 17,000th time in the last 45 days, Bitcoin jumped up to 90,000, below 91,000, grabbed some liquidity, and then came right back down inside of its marching orders channel here. That's because of the options expiry wall. Good news, bad news. Bad news is it's super boring here and no one really knows what their altcoins are going to do because they're waiting on Bitcoin in the waiting room to actually get on the dance floor and do its thing. We're going to have our eyes on gold and silver specifically, but also the other metals like copper, palladium, etc. for several days, potentially a couple more weeks, as they find their top or prove to us that they have topped and are going into what we would call Wyckoff distribution. Has had an absolutely epic run, like a 50-year outperformance. And I'm afraid this isn't going to last as long as a lot of silver investors wish it. AKA, if I were a silver investor and I wasn't in it for the philosophical reasons, I'd be making sure I take profits here. That being said, I do think that we will potentially see a 3-digit silver before it's all said and done. But the banks are getting involved.